Welcome back to the Pacifist in Oblivion. As advertised at the end of the last episode, we have returned to the Imperial City, and we've just dropped by the marketplace briefly to just sell off one or two little items that I've been picking up, notably some crab meat and stuff that I can't really be bothered to make any potions out of right now. I need more ingredients and stuff, and that can wait.
I need a moment of your time.
The other thing we might want to do here is talk to Tar-Meena again, the Mystic Archives,
What is it?
specialist on the Mythic Dawn.
Recall my hypothesis.
Here we are. Still not sure about this stuff, but gathering information seems to be a good thing. Ooh, what are you doing?
Good day.
Goodbye. I mean, hello? Were you doing something else? Okay, I won't take up a lot of your time then. Just, still working on this Mythic Dawn stuff.
To find their secret shrine to Mehrunes Dagon, you'll need to study the 4 volumes of Mankar Camoran's commentaries. It is a fairly common practice of these kinds of esoteric cults to put hidden messages within their sacred writings. In effect, simply by finding their way to the shrine, prospective members have already passed the first test on. You've piqued my curiosity about this puzzle. I will think on it myself and check back with me tomorrow.
Alright, I can do that.
Necromancy may be legal in Cyrodiil.
Okay.
I'll keep studying the first 2 volumes of the commentaries. Who knows? I might turn up something before you do.
First 2 volumes? Okay, that's interesting. But I've got 4 volumes now. Why are you just studying the first 2? Well, one at a time, I guess. I have read these 3 first, I believe. Yeah, I've read the first 3 actually. It's just the 4th that I haven't really read yet. That doesn't weigh anything either, though, unlike these Mythic Dawn commentaries. So if you're going to study them, maybe I should leave them here for you. Just a little save there, not to lose any progress. Okay, so my journal says I should study these books some more, but Tar-Meena says I should return and talk to her in a day's time. I think I've looked at these books already, so I don't think there's a lot more I'm really going to get out of them.
Ah, yes,
now?
the Mythic Dawn Scholar. What else can I help you with?
Right now, if you could work on those Mythic Dawn commentaries, I'd be glad actually. Talk to you again in a day. That was what she said, wasn't it? So I think I'll do that, and instead I shall head over to my horse and move along a completely different line of inquiry. Because having read some books in the Mystic Archives, one of the things in those books that struck Paxophilius was a passage from the books on Pelinal Whitestrake, the original Crusader. And there was one passage where Pelinal picks up his mace, and he's surrounded by alien, evil enemies anyway, and he picks up his mace and smashes it into the ground with a great boom, and says, everybody else back off, I want to fight this, I want to meet this Umaril guy who challenged me.
Hail, Sir Knight.
What have you heard of the commander's quest for the relics?
The commander has recovered the boots. Kinnereth smiles upon our endeavor, there can be no doubt.
The 9 be praised. Imagine, The very boots with which Pelinal Whitestrake once walked the earth.
Yes.
I must go and tell the others.
Right here on my feet.
Blessings of the
Greetings,
Nine upon
Sir.
you, my friend.
Yes, greetings, Sir Thedrit. Okay, yes. There was this business of the Mace. And Pacifist has sort of taken with this story that you can use a mace not just to hit people in the head and kill them, but to sort of smash it into the ground and sort of make people back off or something. So that sounds quite interesting. So he's gonna go back to the knight that already told him about this, which I believe was Sir Rolvus. That's you.
Have you recovered the Mace of Zenithar?
No, not yet, but I've become a bit more interested in looking for it.
Legends say that when Pelinal Whitestrake was slain by the aliens, a messenger carried the mace to the human settlement of Leyawiin. Centuries later, the master craftsman Saint Calidus built the Chapel of Zenithar. When Saint Calidus was laid to rest, those who prayed to Zenithar at his tomb began to receive visions of the mace.
Right, so Leyawiin
Our
is all you're saying.
greed for the relics overshadowed our faith in the Nine. Go with virtue.
Thank you. Okay, how do you dress for this?
Greetings, Sir Knight.
Greetings. How do you dress for this test?
Yes, Commander.
Greetings, Sir Knight.
Were you talking to me?
I am at your service, Commander.
Oh, you've taken up snuff as well, apparently.
It is an honor to serve under you, Crusader.
Well, you're welcome and everything. First thing, please get rid of that snuff.
You too.
Those black teeth are so ugly. Okay. How to prepare myself for such a test. And Faithful will be my guide. I think I'll actually ride off to Leyawiin in my current gear. I guess basically just go see the chapel and see what it's like there. See if I can pick up some clues there at the chapel. Ooh, raining. Let's get indoors. See? Yeah, that's the chapel right there, the great chapel of Zenithar, which is supposed to. Let's go. Okay, so let's get finally inside this arch. Still might be getting wet.
It's you. I've heard of you. You're the one restoring the Knights of the Nine, aren't you?
Well, I am merely a servant of the Nine, that's my main thing.
Such humility. I admire you. I am Caridus Aholan. I tried, but I could not pass the test. He has found a use for me, however. The priests have asked me to stay on to protect the chapel.
Well, that sounds like a good idea after what happened in Anvil. So let's hear what your views on Zenithar are.
Of the original divines, Zenithar is thought to be the most in touch with the mortal realm. Some legends say that Zenithar has close ties to Kinnereth, an idea that is supported by the manner in which the two gods' realms interact. Craftsmen devoted to Zenithar are able to create and profit from the materials provided by Kinnereth's natural world.
You know,
the two work in harmony, the natural world providing for the craftsman.
Right, so Zenithar and Kinnereth connected, I get it, okay. What about you, anyway?
I grew up in Cheydinhall. My father was a cobbler. My mother was an acolyte of Zenithar. She was self-taught. They were. They were both killed in an accident when I was young. After serving 2 tours patrolling Stros Mackay, I left the service for a life devoted to Zenithar.
Alright, that's interesting. So do you have any news on the Mace?
Legends say that when Pelinal Whitestrake was slain by the aliens,
Yeah, that's
centuries
later,
later,
already.
the master craftsman St. Calidus built the chapel of Zenithar. In Leyawiin, when St. Calidus was laid to rest, those who prayed to Zenithar at his tomb began to receive visions.
Yeah, we knew that already. Okay, so do you have any more info on the
Legends say that when Pelinal, centuries later, when St. Calidus...
Okay, that's clear, the extent of your knowledge. What about
Of the
Zenithar?
original divine, some legends say that craftsmen, the two work in harmony.
Same stuff over again, basically. So I don't know why this stuff should have been white, not grey.
You too.
Sorry, should have been grey, not white. Okay, so you said at least that people who prayed began to receive visions, and I'm supposed to kneel at the shrine in the undercroft of the chapel. Very well. How to prepare yourself for such an encounter with a divine? I suggest taking off the mercantile black outfit, which is all wet anyway, and I think I'll put on this gear. Or perhaps the black robe to sort of indicate my...
You look like a bright one.
Thanks! What else? I could put on as many relics as possible, you know, to show devotion to the 9 or whatever. And then this looks kind of cool. This looks like a holy knight, really, you know.
Greetings.
Robe and armor. I feel comfortable with wearing a helmet indoors, though. That's just strange.
Yes, I heard of you. Found a few relics, and you imagine yourself to be the next Whitestrake, do you?
No, I do not. Nothing close. In fact, I have to be something completely different from Whitestrake.
The Three Sisters Inn is a nice place. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
You've got spells. That's interesting. Mostly healing spells. Full of endurance. Cure paralysis and poison. Cure poison can be useful. Cure paralysis on your allies, I guess, can be useful if they get paralyzed. Cure disease on self. Requires high restoration skill that I have right now, but if I put on all my relics I should be able to cost it. Way too expensive for me right now though. Although I might try and haggle. I already have. It's not gonna work, is it? I think I'll have to rely on other things than spells for that for now. The most scary poison I'm afraid of right now is silence, and you cannot actually cure silence with a spell since it prevents you from casting spells, so I think I'll do without this stuff for now. What do you know about the Mace anyway?
Legends say that when Pelinal Whitestrake,
Oh yeah, that story
centuries
again.
later,
Thank
when
you!
Saint...
Thank you, I've heard that before. Okay,
Bye.
let's just here's the altar, so let's kneel and light some incense. And pray and thank you. Been cured of my afflictions.
Hi
Not
there.
that I knew I really
Hi
had any.
there.
What's going on
Anyway, I
with
was
you?
supposed to go into the
I saw some mud
undercroft,
crabs by
wasn't
the
I? That's
water
where
recently.
other people have received
I
visions.
steered clear of them.
Oh, good idea to
Horrid
stick.
beasts. I hate the things.
Excellent idea to steer clear of those horrible mud crabs, I should say. Okay, Chapel Hall, and this is the Undercroft. I'm supposed to... kneel and pray at the temple here. Ooh! Sanctified Dead, look at that! Cool. The ghosts... and completely non-hostile, just friendly old ghosts. Sanctified Dead, What's this? Offering box, so do I leave stuff in the offering box, maybe? Presumably. Okay, offering box. Skeleton even, wow. That's the Tomb of Saint Kaladas, which is the one I'm supposed to pray at. So whatever gods protect this chapel, primarily Zenithar, please hear my prayer and look upon my quest and my attempt to save as many lives as possible in this land of Tamriel and Cyrodiil specifically. Please look upon this quest with your favour. I've knelt before the shrine of St. Kaladas and found myself transported to some sort of dark void, and I can see the Mace of Zenithar off in the distance. There is a glowing walkway leading towards them. The boots of Kinnereth are vibrating softly, and they seem to have some connection to the mystical path. That's cool. Right. So here we are. That looks like a mystical path, alright. Can I... yeah, faith will be my guide, so exactly I simply have faith that this will work, so I'll simply walk across, and maybe the boots helped a bit, to put it mildly. Okay, and here we have the Mace of the Crusader as well. Well, thank you, Zenithar. I recovered the Mace of the Crusader. I should return to the Priory and find out if there is any news of the remaining 2 relics. Ooh. Oof. And I'm back at the Undercroft. Wow.